Hello guys, this is Prince Jaya Kenya back again with another video, and today, as you can see, the title of the topic is why my prayer was answered. As you can see, the title of the topic today, I want to discuss why my prayer was answered. I'm here to tell you something, or let me tell you something, that a lot of us usually pray but we don't get an answer from God, because until I read this book in James 4, until I read this book in James 4, that's when I realized and came to notice that a lot of us usually pray but we don't get an answer for different reasons. And I'm here to tell you, or to this, so that we can discuss about some of this reason that makes some of you guys, your prayer are not answered. Myself, I'm not perfect, and no human being is perfect, so I'm not here to say that my prayer was answered because I'm perfect. Let me tell you, God usually loves us in our imperfection, because there is nobody who is perfect in this world. No any human being who is perfect, no any human being who is righteous, no any human being who is good. We all try to be good, we all try to maintain righteousness in us, but there is nobody who can say he is 100% righteous. There is nobody who can say he is 100% good or holy. So prayer is a communication to God, and as you know, we are supposed to talk to God daily. Jesus, being the Son of God, still spend a lot of time praying in the mountain, talking to his Father, because there is no any other way that you can connect to God apart from prayer. So we need to pray. So no matter where you come from, no matter which religion that you come from, you need to pray to God. You need to talk to God. You need to talk to your Father each and every day. So myself, like many others, there are a lot of things that I have been praying for each and every time, because I don't pray for just this one thing. I usually pray for a lot of things. I pray for this, God answers. I pray for that, God answers. I pray for that thing, God answers or not answers, I don't know. But a lot of my prayers, I can come here and attest that 80% of my prayers, God usually answers. And I'm here to tell you the reason, and maybe you can figure out and see whether maybe your prayers are not answered, maybe because of this one reason. And maybe if at all you can copy me, it's good, because if at all you are copying another person positive things, it is acceptable. All the thing that I can tell you, never copy paste another person the negativity. But when you see a good thing in a person, it is not illegal to copy paste from that person and something like that. So myself, since I was born, I usually say I don't know God because I had God for my parent. I don't know God because I read him in the Bible. No, I don't know God because of all the reasons that are there that can make me to know God. Yes, I met God my first time when I was in school, because in Kenya, like I usually tell you, that we usually do the Christian religious education, that is CRI. So in my CRI subject in primary school from class 1, when I was in a nursery school, class 1, we did the CRI, and our teacher taught us about God. When I was still a young person, we used to go to school, I used to go to church, and I used to hear about God. And I grew up knowing God, the God that I used to hear from my pastor, the God that I used to hear from my teacher, the God that I used to learn to read from my Bible. But one day I desired to know this God more. One day I desired to know how God works. One day I desired to know if this God lives. You know what? I might be praying a God that doesn't live. There are other people comes with the God of small g, and I wanted to test that this God of big capital G, the God creator of the universe, truly he is powerful. Truly he is God who hears and answers prayer. Let me tell you, I had this problem of 2000. I didn't know where I can get 2000. I didn't know, because I needed 2000 Kenya shilling. That I think it's $20 or 2000 Kenya shilling. I didn't have a job, and I needed that money immediately, as from the following day, like tomorrow. You know what? I decided to tell God that, my Lord, I'm here. I know you hear me. I know you live, but I now want to see you reveal yourself unto my case. You know what? I prayed that short prayer, believing and waiting for God to reveal himself upon my case. The following day, I got the 2000. I didn't correct the 2000, but the way I got that 2000 shilling, it was miraculously. So that was the first time that I started to the message started to sink in me that, and by the way, I just prayed like I was joking, for God to reveal himself upon me, for God to see himself upon me and give me 2,000 shillings, and God gave me 2,000 shillings. Later on, I prayed a lot, many other prayers, and God confirmed himself to me that he is still God. I don't mean all my prayers are answered. Like I had told you, like it's 8% of my prayer are usually answered, and I'm here to give you some of the reason that makes God to answer my prayers. And when I read in the book of James 4, read the whole of chapter 4, you gonna from verse 1, James 4, from verse 1 to verse 4 and verse 5, you will learn that you pray but you are not answered, because you pray a long prayer. By the way, do you know you might be there praying a wrong prayer, but you don't know? Maybe God doesn't answer your prayer because you are praying a long prayer. And let me touch this one, I will explain more. Before, I used to pray God to help me to come in America, but the America that I used to pray God to come and help me is the America to be going to Miami Beach, to enjoy myself with the ladies and girls over there, to be going to Los Angeles, to be going to Hollywood movies and all the fancy in the world that I used to see America having in all the in the movies that I used to watch. So that is the America that I used to see in my mind, and that is the America that I used to pray God to help me to go, so that I can still come in America and have fun. I prayed and tried green card. I didn't make it until the reality hit me. Until the reality hit me, and the life in Kenya changed me, and now I changed my life from that person of raha, or that person who used to have fun, and I decided to concentrate with my future. I decided to concentrate with my God and my salvation life. That's why now I decided, you know what, I gonna now change my prayer and pray God another thing. And here came, I prayed God that, oh my God, I'm sorry because of the mentality that I had, but please God, if you help me go to America. I know America got have a lot of opportunities. I know America got have a lot of jobs, and if you help me go to America, I will do this and this for you, and I will do that and that for you. And truly I meant what I was saying. You know, sometimes you may just promise God something, but you don't mean it. And know this thing, God doesn't see outside of you. God usually see the inside of you. So when you are talking to God, God usually see the deepest in your heart, whether you mean the words that you are saying. So I just decided to change the words of the prayer that I used to pray before, and ask God to, God, please help me. When I go to America, I'll do this and this. Right now I have a lot of things that I have promised God that I will do. Some I have started doing it, the one that I can achieve as from low as I am, because I'm starting life over here, and other great things and great things that I have promised God that I will do. I won't change, and I pray God that nothing that would come to change me, and whatever I promised God that I will do it, I will still do it for him as this goes by, because he's still the person that's gonna help you. So one of the things that can help you God to answer your prayer, what are you promising God that you will do it for him once he answers your prayer? Maybe you are praying God to give you a car. Maybe you are praying God to give you a spouse. Maybe you are praying God to give you a rent or apartment or a house or anything, or a job. With that job, will you praise God? With that car, will you praise God? With that coming to America, because some of you still are praying God to go international, to relocate to other nations. Will you praise God who are going to that relocation? You know, some of you usually pray cars, but they usually say, oh my God, give me cars so that my neighbors can see I have a car. Give me cars so that my mockers can see you have blessed me. Give me a child because my mockers can see you. Don't pray God to give you a child because of your mockers, because of the people that thinks that you can't get a child. Pray God to give you a child so that that child can be a blessing. Like the way Hannah prayed. Hannah prayed a child not because she wanted to show Penina that even herself she's a woman enough, but she prayed God and promised God this thing, that when God you give me a child, I will take that child to you. Usually God answers prayer that involves him. You know, when you involve God in your prayer, God will automatically come and show himself upon you. Whenever you are praying for that thing, I don't know what you are praying right now, but involve God in that thing you are praying. You are praying for a car, ask God that, God, when you give me this car, I will be using it for your glory. I will be using it to go to church each and every Sunday. In this car, And let your prayer be genuine, that whenever God gives you a car, might be some of you usually pray a car, but inside their heart they usually say, when I get this car, my neighbors will know that I have a car, my relative will know that I have a car, I can't even help anybody. But when you have that mentality, God cannot come and show himself upon you. But when you have the mentality that when you have a car, you will humble yourself before the Lord, you will humble yourself before the people, carry your neighbor, relate with your relative and your friends like before, God will come and show himself upon you. But important of all, and the point that I want to clarify more, involve God in that thing you are praying for. You are praying for a spouse, a husband or a wife. Involve God in your husband or wife. Tell God that whenever you give me a husband, my relationship, I will try all my means, my relationship to please you. Tell God, when you give me a car, when you give me a land, when you give me this, I will use all that thing that you will give me to glorify. And if it is a land, you can share a portion of it to God. You can tell him, God, 10% of my land I'm gonna give it to you. God, when you give me this car I'm gonna be using it to go to service each and every Sunday, to go to church here, and to be helping people that want to seek you more. If at all you are a church person, you can be carrying that woman, that old lady who can never manage to come to church by herself. You can be carrying her if at all she lives near you. With that mentality, automatically God will come and answer you. In the Bible, there are a lot of people that their prayer were answered because they involved God in their prayer item. Like Jephthah told God, when you help me overcome this battle, I will give you whatever comes and meet me first. God heard him. Hannah prayed to God that, God, when you hear me and give me a child, I will give the child back to you. God heard Hannah. So whenever you involve God in your prayer, he usually come and see yourself. She usually come and answer your prayer. Myself, I involved God and told God, when I come in America, I will do this and that for you. And God heard me. I'm now in America. Now the thing that is remaining is for me to fulfill my part and to fulfill the vow that I promised God. So even you yourself there, let me give you the secret to you, that whatever you are praying for, have you involved God in that car, in that business? You are praying God to uplift your business, in that career, in that talent. Are you praying God to be a great musician so that you can be known that you are just a musician? In that name that you will get, will you glorify God? Or it's a challenge to you when you involve God in that thing that you are praying for? When you make a vow to God with that thing that you are praying for, automatically I tell you, 99% God will come and answer himself upon you. Another thing that can help you to God to answer your prayer is that appreciate others who have succeeded. Appreciate others who have succeeded. There is this thing that I'm gonna tell you. Earlier, before I opened a Facebook page, and there is this guy that had a Facebook page too. He was a friend. He had 270 followers. Myself, I had only 50 followers and 270 followers. I used to go and peep his page and feel that I don't know what I can envy. I had an envy in me because I thought that myself I'm supposed to be having those 270 followers, and my friend is not, that envy in me. And I kept trying all my means to make my page grow, but my page could not grow until I came to realize that all the thing that I'm doing is nonsense and stupid, because 270 followers are his grace. That is the grace that God has given him. Myself, 50 followers are the grace that God has given me. If at all I will remove the envy in me, God will see myself and answer still my prayer and give me more followers. You know what? I decided not to be envious of him. I decided even to help him grow. I decided to invite more followers to help him grow more than the way he has grown. And let me tell you, when I removed envious in my heart, God started to see himself upon me. The grace started to see the grace fall upon me. In a span of like 7 months, 8 months, I got more than 10,000 subscribers. If you go to Facebook, you can find my Facebook page by the name Prince Jack Kenya with more than 12,000 followers. The friend that I used to envy to envy of him, he has now 1,000 subscribers, of whereby I'm the person that have helped him to gain more subscribers. Like when I saw his page was 500 subscribers, I decided to support him, to invite more followers from my page to go and subscribe for his page. Right now he is allowed for 1,400. So if even while you are praying, Let God see that you don't have envious in you. Maybe you want a spouse, but usually they see this a blessed couple and you feel envious. You want a child, but you are envious of that person who has a child. You want car, but you are envious of that person who has a car. Don't be envious. Your time is coming. Congratulate others. Wish them all the best. And when God sees you have a pure heart in your heart, He will come and show Himself upon you. Nowadays, I usually don't have envious. You are blessed than me. Don't worry, my darling. Your blessing is not my blessing. The grace that is working on you is not. It is not the same grace that is working for me. Maybe my grace is meant to take me from one level to another. Maybe your grace has accelerated the speed to work for you more than me. So that's all about it. So don't be envious. Have a pure heart. And the last thing that I'm gonna touch about it, be a person that want to help other people out, to outshine. Because when God sees in your heart that you are a person that you want to help other people, God will come and help you too, so that you can be a blessing to other people. I shall tell you that we were born to be a blessing to other generation. We were born to be a blessing to other mankind. And when God comes and see that you are ready and willing to help other people, God will come and see Himself upon you. Myself, I have been that guy who have been always wishing to help other people. I had been always wishing to help other people, not financially alone. I may not be well up financially, but mentally, physically, spiritually, all the way I can. I usually try to help other people, no matter and no matter. God usually come and help me out whenever I need help, because I usually believe that this thing, that I was born to be an answer to my generation. I was born to be a blessing to my generation, and that's why I will always help where I can, because in this life there is nothing good as helping another person, so that when that one person counts his blessing and glorify God, He usually mention your name. Like one day I thought of this person, these good people who help a lot of people. Do you know those people, they are prayed by how many people? Those people, even if they got sick, they usually heal quickly. Those people, even if they go from a certain trouble, God usually come and heal them all, deliver them, not because they are good, but because of the goodness that they have towards other people. Through the prayer of other people, God usually come and see them through. So my beloved brothers and sisters, when God see you that you have involved Him in that prayer item, when God sees that you don't have any envious, you don't have any dirty heart, you have a clean heart in yourself, you cheers others that have succeeded. And finally, if God sees that you are praying so that you can be a blessing to His mankind, so that you can be a blessing to other generation and to other people, God will come and answer your prayer. I have told you 3 things. For God to answer your prayer, just figure out in yourself and see whether you have been doing these 3 things. If you have involved God in your prayer item, know this: your prayer will be answered automatically. It may take time, but your prayer will be answered, because whenever God is not ready to initiate or to initiate in a deed that He didn't begin. Whenever you involve God in your deed, whenever you involve God in your prayer item, whenever you involve God in anything that you are doing, automatically God will come and show Himself upon you. Number 2, I have said, have a clean heart, have a pure heart. Don't just pray to brag. Don't just pray that thing for people to see you. Don't just pray when a car, a spouse, business, financial stability. Don't just pray for any other thing or any other thing that does not please God. Pray pray with a pure heart, with a clean heart, that God will see you are praying this thing to please Him, not to please the world and not to please yourself. And I have said the third thing that you are supposed to pray God for, the thing that can help you God to answer your prayer. Let God see that inside your heart you have a clean heart and you have a pure heart to help other people. Because when God sees that you have a clean heart, you have a pure heart, you have a generous heart, and you have a kind heart to help other people, He will help you, not because of you, but because of that people. Sometimes some people are blessed not because of themselves. They are not good to be blessed, but because of helping other people, God usually help them so that they can be a helper and a destiny helper of other people. Because I usually tell you, God is a destiny connector, and God usually connect people to be blessed by other people. God usually don't come to bless you directly. God usually use people to bless people. God uses people to bless people. So when God sees that in your heart you are ready to be used as a bridge and as a destiny helper, He gonna come and bless you, not because of yourself, but to be a link and a bridge, to be a blessing to other mankind and God's children. So that's all about it. God answered my prayer after trying to be cautious about those breathing. I have been always praying for taking care whenever I pray, and whenever I pray, I shall listen to God, how He is guiding me. Sometimes I can pray and feel like God is speaking to me and telling me that, because sometimes I'm a human being, I may pray something, but I'm praying for with a long motive, and the spirit in me comes and tells me that, you know what, you are not praying with the right motive. And again I repent. After repenting, I repray again, and when I repray again, God comes and answers my prayer. And if you know you have been fulfilling those breathing, don't worry, because at God's time He will come and show Himself upon you. Even if it may take time, even if it may tarry, God will come and meet you and fulfill your prayer and answer your prayer and fulfill your heart desire. Because there are those type of people, they can tell me, I have been fulfilling all those things, and I know it is not hard. If at all you can decide to try, it is not hard, it is possible. May God bless you, may God be with you. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel, help me grow, and by help me grow, by the love of God, we shall fulfill, we shall one day reach to our destiny through God's power and through God's help. It's God throughout, God from the beginning, God from the center, God till the end. Bye bye.